Hi guys, welcome to Tea Time. Cody here, and I have a very special video for you today. It's been a while since I made a video. I've been caught up with NaNoWriMo, writing National Novel Writing Month. Also, I got a cell phone recently, so my social life has really kicked off. I used to be able to hide under a rock without anyone being able to contact me, but now it's just been go, go, go non-stop. Haven't been home in a little while. No Shave November is coming along nicely, as you can tell. But it's Sunday today, November 18th, Sunday. And I did a lot of sleeping this morning, and I had a lot of dreams, and I wrote them down because I had so many. So I thought it would be good to record them. I had a dream that it was December 21st already, and I was in the mall, and a little girl seemed worried. I think she had balloons, or her father was holding balloons. Someone had balloons, and we were in like the dollar store, or like the Buck or Two or something like that, whichever one is in the mall. I think it's a dollar store. Great Canadian dollar store. So she seemed kind of worried, but I told her to celebrate. It was just another day, and that the next day would certainly come. Saw the face of Jesus, and he told me that December 21st is going to be the most boring day of my life. I don't know if he was being ironic or or whatever, just in my dream, you know. Also, at the same time, it might have been before or after this, I was driving around in a car with my friend Kayla, my friend Davin's wife, Kayla. They have a wonderful son together named Skylar. So we were driving around, and we were talking about this telekinetic thing that's sort of going around in the dream world, where we're having a lot more control over that world now. And we were talking about, I was wondering what our ranking was with in comparison. Sorry, my phone's going off. I'm really not used to this, having people interrupt me, but it's all right. Forgive her if you want to be forgiven, right? Forgive them. So, whatever. Where was I? Right, we were driving in a car and we were talking about the ranking, and I was wondering where my group placed, like my group of friends, in this sort of class of abilities. And my friend Kayla told me that we were the best. Like that, I'm not really sure even what we were talking about, but I have like a vague idea. I think something really important is going to happen. I'm pretty sure that he was being sarcastic, the Jesus-looking fellow. Maybe it wasn't Jesus Christ, but he had long hippie hair and a beard, so who knows? I think he was just being sarcastic, though. I think it's going to be a very exciting day, not a scary day. So that's why he's joking and being silly about it. It's not something to be. A lot of people are asking me about it now because they know that it's something I'm interested in, and since it's coming up next month, people are starting to get concerned. My friend Candace, she needed to be a little reassured. I'm not going to talk about what we talked about because it was a little personal, but I feel like we sort of got it out of the way. Even my friend Kenneth's girlfriend was talking about it. We were talking about the calendar translation, the Gregorian calendar and the Julian calendar, and the Mayan calendar, and like how it should have happened already if they were supposed to. You know what I mean? Like the winter solstice isn't exactly the time that they're talking about. But then there was another guy, one of my dad's friends, named Ryan, I believe, was his name. He was talking about a polar shift because of our solar system entering the galactic equatorial plane of the Milky Way galaxy, and there's like increased gravitational forces, so he thinks that there's going to be a magnetic pole shift, and that's going to cause tectonic plate movement and continental drift, but not on the usual timeline of like over millions of years. It's actually going to happen like really, really fast, he thinks, and that could be catastrophic. For the people who live in Grand Prairie with me, it's good news. The fault line is on the other side of the Rocky Mountains, below Vancouver sort of area. They just had a earthquake recently, actually. I think it was like a 7 point something, 6.9, 69. I'm just going to say 69, even if that's not what it was. I'm not a weatherman, so I'm not going to talk about Sandy or any of the other things that have happened. You can check other places on YouTube if you want to hear about that. I'm here to record my dreams, so I should probably start doing that since it's been 5 minutes and I haven't even mentioned them yet. Oh yes, I have. I talked about the Kayla thing and the 2012 thing. Right, I'm just going off on a tangent. That's my problem. More dreams. Okay, I have some post-it notes here. I'm just going to read. I forgot to even tell you, but I'm just going to digress for a moment here and talk about my wonderful tea. It's chai tea, and I'm feeling a little under the weather, so I read somewhere that a natural remedy for the flu is honey and cinnamon. So I added honey and cinnamon to my chai tea, and I think that that's just going to be like a super combo of antibiotic sort of things. It's naturally will balance my sugars and stuff like that. I don't know. Do your research. Do your own research. Don't trust me. It's good. I say it's good. Check it out for yourself. Okay? Oh, and I put some whipped cream on it because I'm cheating. Report me. It's a little inside joke. Playing Halo 4 recently with my friends, and I was just reporting people. Probably a dick move. Because they didn't do any wrong. Me and my friends, we were just joking about this guy's like, how is he so badass? And we were like, oh, he's cheating. And we reported him. Well, I reported him. That doesn't do anything either, though. You're like, on Xbox Live, no one really even pays attention to that shit. They don't care. So, back to the dreams last night. I had some dreams about Halo, but not about the game, about the Forward Unto Dawn sort of thing. I had some dreams about these people in Bangladesh who are being mistreated. It starts with an R. It's ironic because it says that these are the most persecuted people in the world, and no one knows their name, and I forgot their name. So it's not cool. It starts with an R. Regain? I don't know. I'd have to look it up. It was on Reddit, and I watched a YouTube video, and apparently they're being persecuted and blah blah blah, shitty stuff. They were mixed in with the Halo dream, and then it went on to this like sort of old school sort of thing. Like there was a guy sitting on a bench, and a girl, I think it was Sarah Silverman, walks up to him and starts talking to him, and I can't remember the conversation. I forgot a lot of it now. It's 10 p.m. at night. Like, I should have done this earlier. My friend Megan, though, she was kind of bored, and she wanted me to talk to her about something random, and I remembered that I haven't done a tea time in like a week at least. So I was like, oh, well, thanks for the motivation, because we started talking about dreams and how she really is into dreams and stuff, and how they're really important in her life. And I was like, yeah, me too. I should be doing tea times every day because I'm forgetting a lot of these things and I'm putting it off, and by the time I go to do it, my memory has totally evaporated. So it was like this olden-timey sort of village, horses and dirt roads and stuff, but there was a car around too. Like, the car goes to drift, and then Sarah Silverman, the comedian, the Jewish comedian, oh, she's so cute, adorable girl, hilarious TV show too. I think it's great. She sits down in front of, sort of near the car that's drifting, and then gets sand all over her face, and I'm not sure what, it looked like she enjoyed it because she intentionally, deliberately sat down so that the car drifting could like sort of spray her with sand the way cars do with water when they're like, when you drive through a puddle like really fast and people are waiting for the bus or something. I don't do that, no, not at all. Then we were in a house with a deck. I was with Sarah Silverman now. Instead, the first dream I think I was Sarah Silverman, sort of watching from the third person outside. But then I had my own sort of body when we were at the house, sort of thing. This house with a deck. I recall it being not very well kept. There was like things everywhere. It was very cluttered. She didn't seem to mind though. She was just having a good time. There was a tablecloth on fire, and she was telling me how much she loved this tablecloth, and it's just burning. And I think I remember thinking that maybe that's why she liked it. It was because it was on fire. I thought that was pretty cool. Then it got a little sexual, and we started making out. And I go to put my finger in her mouth, and she just bites down really hard. I experienced so much pain in my dream. I think it was like one of the only times I really remember hurting in my dream. But it was like I was like, no, Sarah, like, I'm blushing now because maybe this is sort of an inside dream. Because she was asking me to spank her just a little bit. And blah blah blah. um, Biting my finger and stuff. And so let's carry on to the next stream. I can't even read my post-it notes. What the fuck? Was I drunk when I wrote these? Okay. 2012 balloons. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. The man who was sitting on the bench who Sarah was talking to, she was like joking with him. I think she was talking gibberish to him or something like that, or maybe she was coming on to the man on the bench. He had some cigarettes and he threw them at me, and they went under my bed, and I grabbed them, and for some reason I felt like it was really old. So maybe that's like an old news sort of thing. Maybe I need to quit smoking. Maybe. There's no maybe about it. What else? All right. Okay, so I was laying in my bed after that guy threw the pack of cigarettes under my bed. I was laying down, and I think it was my guardian angel was talking to me, and I was communicating with her through my heart chakra. What? I wanted to know her name, because I always ask her name, and I just always call her random names. I just come up with names for her. I hope they're flattering, because I usually find pretty names and names that mean nice things. But I wanted to sincerely know her real name, so she was like, okay, there's a process we can do, sort of thing. So I'm laying down very still. I'm trying to focus on my heart so I can stay in contact with her, so she has power in my space. Like, she can use my energy to anchor herself here. At least I think that's what I was doing. And then she's putting sheets over me, and she's like putting layers and layers of white sheets over me. And I'm breathing through the sheets, but I start getting this sort of like feeling of mistrust and skepticism, and because sometimes the voices in my head are not so pleasant. But I want to have faith in her, and I don't want to be so skeptical of her. But I started to worry that I was going to suffocate just a little bit, just getting an anxiety sort of feeling. And I started moving around. She's like, no, don't take them off, don't take them off. And then, like a magician, she takes them off. And she like pulls it away, and I look, and then at first they're like, I feel like I'm just gonna see her name, but it's like all this dark, weird, and I was like, oh shit, she revealed some sort of demon or something like that. But then my eyes sort of focus from the change in lighting, and this is still all while I'm asleep, by the way. And I see my friend's dog, my friend Derek's dog named Echo. And when I woke up, I meditated on that thought for a bit, that her name was Echo, and like, I don't think that she literally means that that's her name. I think she means that she is an echo of something else. And usually when people talk about echoes, they're talking about their own echo, right? Like you go in a cave and you speak and then you hear your echo. So then I started to think that maybe she's just a part of myself. Perhaps I am simply schizophrenic, and that wouldn't surprise me in the least. But she's a sweetheart, and if she is my echo, well then that's cool. If I'm just sending out a very kind, feminine sort of energy, and it's coming back to me in the form of a personified guardian, well then that's alright with me. That's it for tea time. I'm actually going to start enjoying this, so goodbye YouTube. Thanks for watching. I almost forgot that I did that. Sign language, by the way. Thank you.